What's up guys? Today's video is about top 5 best phones under $500 in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price versus performance or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Please like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5, Xiaomi Poco M4 Pro 5G, starting from $160. At the cheaper end of the spectrum. Budget phones usually compromise on one or more key specifications, but at a glance, the Xiaomi Poco M4 Pro 5G appears to have everything. A follow-up to last year's Poco M3 Pro 5G, it's got a huge 5000 mAh battery that promises to see you through the day. A big 6.6-inch Full HD Plus display with a 90Hz refresh rate. A camera with a 50-megapixel wide and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Up to 6 GB of memory and up to 128 GB of storage, and all for a very low price. Starting at $160. As the Poco M4 Pro 5G's name implies, you can enjoy a faster browsing and streaming experience. Make this a compelling fit for those after a touch more fluidity in their user experience. Number 4, Samsung Galaxy A03s, starting around $166. Samsung's gotten its budget phones down to a size. As such, the Galaxy A03s isn't a whole lot different from the Galaxy A02s that came before. It's still got a 720-pixel LCD display at 60 Hz. It's still got the same set of not very good cameras, and it's still running Android 11, but there are a few notable differences. While the Galaxy A02s had no fingerprint sensor, the A03s has one built into its power button, which means getting into the phone is less of a hassle. It also has about 4 GB of RAM. Samsung also made the switch from a low-end Snapdragon chipset to a low-end MediaTek one. That probably won't matter much for performance though. And Samsung is still promising 4 years of quarterly security updates from the phone's US launch, which means it should stay secure up to 2026. If you already have an A02s, the A03s probably isn't worth upgrading to. It goes for $160, which is $30 more than the A02s cost, and the most significant difference is the addition of a fingerprint sensor. But if you're on an older phone, then one difference will likely be worth buying the A03s over its predecessor. Number 3, OnePlus N25G, starting from $240. OnePlus might have lost some goodwill among the Android diehards in recent years, but the company still makes a mean budget phone. The N25G costs all of $299. But it still has decent performance, thanks to its Snapdragon 695 chipset and 6 GB of RAM. It's got an IP52 rating, which means that they'll survive some rain. And it charges at up to 33 watts with the included charger. It also has a striking design for a budget device. It's got typical cheap phone problems. Its cameras are mediocre, and, with an all-plastic body build, quality isn't stellar. But it's priced right and they'll eventually get Android 12 update, plus 3 years of bi-monthly security patches. That's more than a lot of phones in this price range offer. If you don't care about 5G, the N20 is a fantastic option. Number 2, Samsung A53 5G, $446. Samsung's A53 5G has every chance to become its most popular phone. Samsung lowered its starting price to just $449. The Galaxy A53 comes with a premium look and feel to it. It also features a 6.5-inch display, Super AMOLED Plus Full HD. Measures 159.9 by 74.7 by 8.1 mm, and weighs 189 grams. Furthermore, there's the quad camera setup, featuring a 64-megapixel main sensor, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, a 5-megapixel depth lens, and a 5-megapixel macro lens. Samsung retains the older model's IP67 rating for dust and water resistance, making it stand out from the competition. The new Exynos 1280 SoC delivers budget performance, so those looking for a good gaming phone will not have to look elsewhere. Its 5000 mAh battery lasts 2 days with casual use. Samsung does not offer a charger in the box, but the phone supports 25-watt fast charging. Number 1. Google Pixel 6a, starting from $350. The Pixel 6a is an eye-catching phone for a few reasons. The price impresses, with what's essentially a flagship phone, clearly undercutting what you'd expect to be the rivals from Apple and Samsung. There's the design too though. Dominated by a jetting camera bar. The Pixel 6 doesn't look like anything else on the market. Well, except its Pixel 6 Pro big brother. And the aesthetics is nothing if not divisive. It's pretty big and heavy too, so won't suit anyone hoping for a small phone. The Pixel 6 features a vibrant 6.4-inch and an OLED panel complete with a 1080 by 2400 pixels resolution and a 90 Hz refresh rate. This should mean output should be rather smooth, and colors look especially great. You'll also be getting a beefy 4614 mAh battery to offer you some good battery life. And a dual 50 megapixel and 12 megapixel camera that should be able to get you some radar detailed shots indeed. Inside, you'll find their all-new Google Tensor chip, an 8GB of RAM, which should be snappy enough for both day-to-day tasks and any more intense tasks. You want to put the thumb through a choice of either 128GB or 256GB of storage. Also gives you loads of capacity to store any apps or photos or videos you take.